Welcome to the Hustle Report by Profit Duel, the podcast that delves into the side hustles that could make you money.
Today, we're actually stepping outside.
Yeah.
We're swapping the digital world for the actual landscape.
Yeah, getting our hands dirty maybe.
Exactly. We're diving deep into a really green opportunity. The lawn mowing side hustle. We've got a whole stack of info here covering, well, everything from just starting out to really scaling it up.
And this one feels so accessible, doesn't it? That's really the hook. I mean, it seems perfect for students maybe looking for summer work.
Oh, for sure. Students, stay-at-home parents who need that flexibility, really anyone who wants to get outside, away from a desk and, earn some pretty decent extra cash.
Because the demand is definitely there.
Oh, absolutely. The demand is huge. You've got busy professionals, maybe older homeowners, or just people who, frankly, want their weekends back.
Right?
And they're often willing to pay quite well for someone reliable to keep their lawn looking good. That demand, that's really the engine behind this whole hustle.
Okay, so our mission today then is to kind of get past the basics, right? Look at the real strategies involved.
Yeah, things like the financial upsides, which can be surprising, but also the necessary reality checks.
Yeah.
You need to talk about the physical side, the seasonality.
And the big one, how much can you actually charge? Going from maybe that $30 an hour mark up towards, what, $60?
Exactly. How do you make that jump? So, okay, let's unpack it. How straightforward is it to actually get started? What are those first, key decisions?
You're right, the initial steps.
Well, getting going is, mechanically speaking, pretty simple. But the strategy starts immediately. The very first decision is that investment in equipment.
Ah, the equipment.
Yeah, people often say low startup costs, and relative to some things, maybe.
Yeah.
But if you want to do more than just, your next-door neighbor's lawn,
If you want to scale it at all.
precisely.
Mm.
You need reliable, maybe even commercial-grade stuff. We're talking a dependable mower push, or maybe even self-propelled. Ideally, a good quality trimmer, an edger, and definitely a powerful leaf blower.
So we're not just pulling the old mower out of the shed necessarily, if we're treating this like a real business.
Yeah, probably not. You need to think about ROI on that equipment. What does reliable mean here? It means something that can handle the workload.
Okay.
Your average home mower just isn't built for, hours and hours of work multiple days a week. Commercial durability means fewer breakdowns, less time fixing things.
Which is time you're not earning.
Exactly. And another crucial thing, often missed right at the start, insurance.
Oh, right, liability.
You absolutely have to consider liability. What if you accidentally damage a sprinkler head? Or worse, send a rock flying through a client's window?
Oof, yeah, that could wipe out weeks of profit.
Easily, months even. So budgeting for proper liability insurance isn't optional. It's just part of being professional. It's non-negotiable.
That's a really important reality check. The cost isn't just fuel and oil. It's depreciation. It's risk. Okay, so gear sorted, insurance in place. How do we actually find those first clients efficiently?
Right? Getting customers. It's a mix, really. Old school and new school.
Yeah.
Word of mouth is powerful, especially at the start.
Talking to friends, family.
Yep, neighbors. And good old-fashioned flyers, done professionally and put up super locally, can work really well for building initial route density.
Route density, meaning keeping jobs close together.
Exactly. But you absolutely have to be online, too. Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, even TaskRabbit. These are essential now.
So you cast a wide net initially.
Yeah, but as soon as you start getting those clients, you have to think about logistics immediately.
Logistics, meaning minimizing driving time, right? Not spending half your day in the car.
Precisely. That's wasted time. The whole process needs to be tightly scheduled and, ideally, geographically clustered. You schedule the job, you show up, you do the work efficiently, mow, edge, blow, clean up, collect payment. Simple.
But the profit's in the planning.
Absolutely. Route optimization is key.
Yeah.
Every minute you spend driving between lawns is unpaid. You want those clients packed together as tightly as possible.
That makes total sense, which kind of brings us nicely into the benefits. We've covered the how, now let's talk why. Why is this hustle so appealing compared to maybe other options?
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. The flexibility and the lifestyle are probably number one for a lot of people.
You're your own boss.
Totally. You set the schedule. That's huge if you're juggling other things like classes or family commitments. It fits around your life, not the other way around.
And the physical side, too. I mean, for some people, that's a massive draw, getting away from a computer screen.
Oh, definitely. It's a genuine break. You get exercise, fresh air, sunshine, all while earning money. It's tangible. You see the results of your work right away, which satisfying.
It is, yeah. Okay, financially.
Financially, well, we mentioned the startup costs. They are relatively low compared to, say, starting an online store or buying into a franchise. Much lower barrier to entry.
Just need the basic gear to get going.
Right. And the demand is pretty constant, at least during the growing season. Grass doesn't take a break?
Huh, true. And there's room to grow, right? It's not like your income is capped at mowing just a few lawns.
Not at all.
Hmm.
If you do good work and build a reputation, expanding is pretty natural. You can move beyond just mowing.
Like what? Landscaping.
Yeah, or adding services like aeration, dethatching, maybe some basic shrub trimming, gardening work, offering seasonal cleanup packages in spring and fall.
Things you can upsell to existing clients?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those often have higher profit margins, and they boost your effective hourly rate pretty quickly. It's easier to sell more to happy customers.
And that feeling you mentioned, seeing the transformation, taking a shaggy lawn and making it look sharp and clean, that must be a big part of it too.
It really is. That satisfaction of making an outdoor space look great, that's definitely a reward in itself. A bit of pride in the work.
Yeah, I can see that. But that physical satisfaction, it comes at a cost, right?
It does, and that's a perfect transition, actually. Because while the upsides are strong, this isn't easy money. It's hard work, and we need to be realistic about the downsides, the trade-offs.
Okay, the reality checks. So, what kind of physical commitment are we really talking about here?
It's intense. Let's be clear. This is physical labor, often under the hot sun, especially during peak season, like July and August.
Long days on your feet.
Long days, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to honestly assess your physical capabilities. Can you handle walking miles behind a mower, carrying trimmers, working for hours, doing multiple large properties back to back? Takes real stamina.
And you've got to be careful too, right? Heat exhaustion, sunburn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hydration, proper clothing, sun protection. Those aren't minor details. They're essential for safety and just being able to work consistently.
Okay, so it's physically demanding. What about things outside our control, like the weather?
Ah, yes. Weather is probably the biggest external factor. Rainy days are schedule killers.
Right. You can't exactly mow in a downpour.
Nope. And it doesn't just mean you lose that day's income. If you have, say, 5 clients booked for a Tuesday and it rains all day.
You have to squeeze them in somewhere else.
Exactly. Which usually means Wednesday or Thursday are suddenly overloaded. You need a plan, a clear policy for rain delays that you communicate to clients.
And then there's the really obvious one, seasonality.
Yeah, unless you're lucky enough to live somewhere warm year-round, this is mostly a spring and summer gig. Maybe a bit into the fall.
So boom and bust, almost.
Kind of. You have this high-intensity period where you can earn really well, but then comes the slowdown in late fall and winter. So managing your cash flow becomes absolutely critical. You need a budget for those lean months.
That's a big planning aspect. And what about the operational stuff, like keeping the gear running?
Equipment maintenance, it's constant, and it eats into your time and profit. It's not just buying gas.
Oil changes, blade sharpening.
Yep, air filters, spark plugs, and eventually things break. Major repairs happen. If your main mower goes down for 3 days waiting for a part.
You're losing revenue that whole time.
Exactly. Plus the repair cost itself. So you either need some basic mechanical skills yourself, or you need a really good, fast relationship with a local repair shop. Downtime is killer.
Okay, and the last challenge, dealing with people.
Client management, yeah. It can be tricky. Everyone has slightly different expectations.
It's like how neat they want the edging or if they want the clippings bagged.
Precisely. One person might want perfect lawn stripes. Another might be super picky about trimming around their prized roses. Someone else wants everything bagged and hauled away. Another doesn't care.
So communication is key.
Essential. Clear communication up front, maybe even a simple checklist or agreement for each client, and then just delivering consistent, high-quality work. That's how you manage expectations and keep people happy.
All right, let's talk brass tacks then. Putting it all together. How do we actually structure this to make good money? We know the gear, but let's revisit marketing with a focus on profit.
Okay, marketing for profit means marketing for density. We touched on that. Flyers and word of mouth are great locally. Online, yes, use Facebook groups, especially those hyper-local community pages.
Show off your work.
Absolutely. Before and after photos are powerful. And when you land a client in a neighborhood, immediately try to get their neighbors. Offer a small discount if they sign up too.
Ah, the cluster strategy again.
Yes. Your goal isn't just getting clients, it's getting clients close together. You want to dominate a few streets, not drive all over town for single jobs. That minimizes travel time and maximizes earning time.
Makes sense. Now, the money, you said the average rate is somewhere between, what, $30 and $60 an hour? That's a really wide range.
It is, and that's because a lot goes into it. Location, obviously, the size of the lawn, what services are included.
So how does someone starting out make sure they're hitting closer to that $60 mark, not stuck at $30?
Okay, the difference often comes down to efficiency and perceived value. That lower end, the $30, that's often just a basic cut, maybe with less professional gear, maybe even paid cash under the table.
Right.
To get to the higher end, $60 or even more, you need a few things. One, professional, efficient equipment. Think about a zero-turn mower versus a standard push mower on larger properties. Huge time difference.
Cuts the time way down.
Massively. Two, offer the full package. Edging, trimming, blowing pathways clean, maybe even offering bagging or mulching clippings. It looks more professional, justifies a higher price.
And three, pricing strategy.
Yes. Consider charging a flat fee per job rather than strictly hourly.
Okay, why is that better for the hustler?
Because if you get efficient, really efficient, it benefits you directly. Let's say you estimate a standard suburban lawn takes conservatively 90 minutes, and you price it at $75 based on that.
Okay.
But with your pro gear and smooth workflow, you actually get it done perfectly in, say, 50 minutes.
Ah, so your effective hourly rate just shot way up.
Exactly. Well over $90 an hour in that case.
Yeah.
You get rewarded for your speed and skill, not penalized by working faster. The client gets the agreed-upon result for the agreed-upon price. Win-win.
That really shifts it towards being a business based on optimizing your process, doesn't it? Speed and quality.
Totally. So you need clear competitive pricing, sure, but base it on the job value and your potential speed, not just punching a clock. And locking in recurring clients is the foundation, right?
Yeah, stability.
Absolutely essential.
Yeah.
Offer a small discount, maybe 10%, for weekly or biweekly service. That builds your reliable base income. It all really hinges on doing great work consistently.
Good service, good quality.
That's the core. This is very much a reputation business. Excellent work leads to loyal clients, and loyal clients lead to referrals. That's how you grow organically and sustainably.
Okay, so summing it up, mowing lawns as a side hustle, it offers a genuinely competitive hourly rate, especially if you're efficient.
Definitely.
And real flexibility. You can turn that physical effort into solid profit. It's accessible, but hitting those top rates demands, well, professionalism.
Yeah.
Good gear choices, smart routing, and top-notch customer service.
That's a good summary. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, the whole side hustle landscape.
Right.
Lawn mowing, while it can be lucrative, is active work. It's labor-intensive, and crucially, it's seasonal.
That seasonality again, the winter dip.
Exactly. That creates a potential financial gap, a risk you need to manage during the off-season.
And we often talk about stacking different hustles, don't we? To smooth out income across the year, especially if one hustle depends on weather or seasons.
Yeah, and there are other hustles that fit perfectly into that gap. Think about something like food delivery. It's flexible, provides pretty regular income, and it's not seasonal.
A good complement to cover those winter months.
Or you could look at something totally different, maybe more passive.
Yeah.
Like affiliate marketing. We see examples where people are earning, $1,000, maybe up to $6,000 a month with that eventually. It takes time to build, though.
Okay, so that brings us to a final thought for you, the listener, to consider. Given that lawn care income naturally fluctuates with the seasons,
That intense summer followed by the winter quiet period.
should you maybe structure your lawn mowing business to be super efficient? Like, aim to get your whole weekly route done by, say, Wednesday afternoon.
So you free up the end of your week.
Exactly. Free up Thursday and Friday to actively build a second non-seasonal income stream.
Yeah.
Maybe that's platform delivery work. Maybe it's starting to build that passive affiliate marketing site. The idea is ensuring you have stable year-round income.
Yeah, thinking strategically about the entire calendar, not just chasing the sun during the summer, building a more resilient financial picture.
Definitely something to chew on. Get out there, grab your lawnmower, and get ready to turn grass into green. That's a wrap for this episode. Thanks for hanging out with us on The Hustle Report. Catch you next time.